You're back. Thanks for the chat. Let me know if you find a way out of here. Can I borrow one of those plants?
Why would you want a plant?
I want to study it.
This plant is my legacy. Rev wouldn't approve of me handing it over to an outsider.
Brother Cartwright needs you to send a plant to Lacey.
He said that?
The fate of the project depends on it. Or so he says.
Jeremiah Buttercakes, would you do me a favor and deliver this to her? I'm not the fastest these days.
You can count on me, Jean. Special delivery.
What's this?
Special delivery from Sebastian.
How do I know this is from him?
Who else would send them?
Maybe someone from the outside.
You left him at the altar, Lacey. I think he got the message.
How does everyone know about that? Why don't you make yourself useful by keeping an eye on the control room while I'm away?
Anything to help.
If I'm not back by 8 a.m., you can activate the sun, but not a second earlier. The workers are overworked enough as it is. They'd be furious if we started cutting into their sleep time.
Gotcha. You're back. Thanks for the chat. Let me know if you find a way out of here. Of course. Everyone goes to work when the sun comes up, including Horace. That hillbilly was just trying to get me off his back. Figures. Maybe there's something around here that'll help. It's a bunch of documents on turn. This might come in handy later. Not much left for me to do with everyone downstairs. Time to call it a day.
Yeah?
You said you were gonna stay behind. Why didn't you?
All I said was that the best time to speak alone is during the day when everyone's off at work.
You didn't say you'd be off at work too. Why are you making this so difficult for me?
I'm just doing my job, Sister Kovacs. A job which has nothing to do with you, no matter who told you otherwise. Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish here, you're better off leaving it to a professional. And by that I mean old Horace here.
I thought your name was supposed to be Vince.
Yeah, Horace is my middle name. Vince Horace Healy.
That's the fakest sounding name I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, well, I got here first.
Tell me more about Rev's cause.
That information's only for the truest of believers.
Can you stay behind next time?
Wish I could, but I can't betray old Rev. Soon as the sun comes through that window and I hear that rooster crow, I got no choice but to head on down that elevator.
How do you know when to leave for work again?
Usually it's the sun coming through my window that wakes me up, but that rooster sound gets me out the door no matter what.
Would you mind putting those headphones on? It's a little loud.
I could, but I'd rather not cover up my best feature.
Your ears are your best feature?
And you want to be a secret agent?
Could you please put these headphones over your ears? Their beauty is way too distracting.
Now that I believe, but the only person down here who can tell me what to do is Lacey. And I have a feeling she appreciates the distraction.
Thanks for nothing.
Babooyah, Moo May.
Horace?
I know that noise complaint was your doing, so don't expect any more advice from me.
Come on. Horace. Horace! Now, with those headphones on, I just need to make sure the sun doesn't wake him up. Incredible view out there. Like something out of a painting. Hey, Una. How come you didn't go downstairs with the rest of the team?
Just because they can keep me here doesn't mean they can make me work. I suspected they were fixing the clock to get us to work extra hours, and now I have proof. This quick-drying paint is still wet from last night.
Even if that is true, that's no reason to stay up here all by yourself.
Sounds to me like you want the place all to yourself. What are you planning?
Nothing. I would just hate to see you waste your talent.
Don't you see? For the first time in my life, I'm going to become a real artist. I'm through with the indifference of the corporate world.
Maybe you should just wait until the project is over. For the sake of Rev.
You don't even know what the project is. Is this about my art? Tell me the truth. What do you see when you look at this canvas?
Paint. Lots of it.
Yes, but what does the paint make you feel?
To be honest, I feel a little bored.
That's all? No strong emotions whatsoever?
Yeah, but that's no reason to get all upset. Art doesn't need to make you feel something. In fact, most paintings don't. You know, this would be perfect for the waiting room of a doctor's office, or maybe even a hotel room.
All right, you stuck the knife in my chest. Do you have to twist it around as well? My high school guidance counselor was right. The world of fine art is filled with nothing but cruelty. I suppose I'll just have to resign myself to more realistic goals, like changing the world.
There we go. That should take care of both sight and sound. Horace! Shouldn't you be at work?
That's just crazy talk. It's the dead of night.
You, might want to take a second look.
Oh, you did this. That's it. You've compromised my mission enough as it is. I'm telling them you're a spy.
You do that, and I'll tell them you work with me.
Go ahead and try. They love me here, and you've got no proof.
No? I've got your work ID card right here.
That's why they think I'm missing. Lord Almighty, you're ruthless.
You have no idea.
So I'm guessing you want me to help you from the inside.
Nope. If I get your help, all you're going to do is take the credit for yourself. All I want is your uniform and your silence.
If you get caught, I'm gonna say you knocked me out and stole it from me.
I'm sure they won't have any problem believing that.
Hey!
Let's see if this works.
Uniform recognized. Vincent Horace Healy. Good morning, Mr. Healy. One late misdemerit has been added to your company record.
It's locked. It's a pair of fuel tanks. One of them is filled with carbon dioxide, the other is filled with water. It's a map of all the tree speakers. Looks like they connect to every room inside Rev City. Looks like this is the place where Sebastian makes his announcements. Sebastian Cartwright?
We are all siblings in the realm of Rev. Please, call me Brother Cartwright.
I'm Sister Kovacs.
So I've heard. You must have really impressed Sister Mendoza to get clearance this quickly. I think I'll put you in charge of marketing, seeing as you're so persuasive.
What's behind that locked door?
Our computer database stores all the schematics for the ficus.
Can I see?
Of course not.
Nice car.
Isn't it? It's the Rev Inc. ficus. Powered entirely by renewable energy. It's powered entirely by water and carbon dioxide. Has Sister Willowsby shown you her perpetual motion petunia yet?
That's the plant that grows, drops a seed, then dies and grows again?
Precisely! Jean has taken that beautiful flower and crossed it with a mushroom bamboo hybrid to create a regenerating powerhouse for our ficus. All we needed to do was create a framework of gears around the plant, which the ever-growing plant can tighten, allowing us to create power.
So it's always creating energy.
Provided there's water and CO2. Old Penderbrook is going to regret his betrayal soon enough.
What does the Rev in Rev Inc. stand for?
You're our marketing person. What do you think it stands for?
Revenge?
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. You're not exactly wrong, but my intention was a little more artful. Rev stands for Revenant, as in one who returns from the dead.
And that's you.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that one. So many meanings. Maybe you are cut out for marketing after all.
How did Penderbrook betray you?
In every way possible. He denigrated my work. He destroyed my research. He even arranged for my abduction.
Are you sure about that? I've heard that Mr. Penderbrook is a very reasonable man.
Do you think I've spent the last 5 years living underground because I want to be?
5 years. I thought your abduction was more, recent than that. Like, last month?
Even I couldn't accomplish all this in a month.
Huh. Would you excuse me for a moment? Hey, Turn, are you there?
Copy that.
Remind me, when did Penderbrook say Sebastian was abducted?
Last month.
Well, I found Sebastian. He says Penderbrook's the reason he's stuck on this island and that he's been here for the past 5 years.
He probably can't think straight after being abducted. I pulled Sebastian's file before we took off. Nutjob's been cashing his checks up until the week he went missing.
So there's no way he's telling the truth?
Trust me, Penderbrook's the biggest skinflint I know. If Sebastian was 15 minutes late, he'd be off the payroll for good.
I better be extra careful around daylight savings time.
It's cute. You think you're gonna last that long?
If you get rid of me, who's gonna do your job for you?
Ha ha. You can gloat once you get Sebastian and Horace to the extraction point.
About that. Sebastian's not letting anyone leave until his work here is done. And that doesn't seem like it's gonna be anytime soon.
I've always found a little chaos is good for moving things forward. But I have a feeling you might already know that.
Sure do. Hey, how about you come down here? That could help things go faster.
I told you, that's not going to happen.
Sheesh. Just a suggestion.
Just hurry up so we can get out of here. Over.
It's an audio journal with today's date written on it. Do you mind if I drive this thing?
That's what it's built for.
Looks like this elevator's supposed to go all the way to the surface, but they've locked everyone down here until the car ships. Good thing I don't actually work here. Nice car. No weeds allowed. I don't care for them either, but you don't see me making a sign about it. Wait a minute. Canary to chicken, do you read me?
I'm not going to answer you if you're going to call me that.
I think I found a way to delay the launch. Are there any weeds where you are?
There's a dandelion right beside me.
Perfect. Come on down.
I can't. It's, not safe.
It's perfectly safe. Now hurry up.
Oh no! Do you feel that? Oh my goodness. I think that was an earthquake. The old entrance just caved in. You're gonna have to find some way of doing this without me.
Stop faking, Turn.
Faking? Faking? How dare you? Need I remind you I'm your supervisor?
Then act like it. I'm trapped in here. If you leave, you'd be abandoning a fellow agent.
You're just an assistant. And right now you're bordering on insubordination.
So be it.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Look, we don't have any time to lose. The car's all ready to ship.
I told you the entrance is blocked. Why would I lie about this?
Because you're a coward.
Think what you want, but that car is on the verge of going public, and I need to find a way off this roof.
I thought you said you were at the entrance to the grate. You know, the one that just caved in.
Right. That was, a slip of the tongue.
Why are you lying to me, Turn?
I'm not lying to you. I'm simply making an executive decision about what you need to know and what you don't. I would never betray a partner.
Oh, now that you're abandoning me, you're willing to call me a partner?
Of course. And once we get back, I'll seriously consider your request for more field work. But you've got to let me leave for that to happen. What do you say, partner?
Well, that depends. Are you going to treat me like your last partner?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Her name was Cynthia. She got caught stealing medication for a condition you told her you had.
Who told you that?
A good agent doesn't reveal her sources.
Exactly. No matter what the circumstances are, you don't rat out a fellow agent. But she did.
So is that why you can't come down here? Trust?
You went to Le Carré. What's the first thing they teach you? If you can't trust your partner, then you shouldn't be in the field.
And you shouldn't be in the field if your partner can't trust you.
Exactly.
So, which one of those are you? The person who can't trust or the person who can't be trusted?
Now that's just offensive.
And that's not an answer.
What are you saying exactly?
I'm saying you hung her out to dry. You guilted her into helping you, and now you're holding a grudge because you got caught.
Fine. It wasn't fair to put her in that position. But why did she have to bring me down with her? I could have helped. Tried to smooth things over from the inside. Now we're both stuck in the private sector. I'm guessing you found out about this from Horace? I'll take that silence as a yes.
What happened once they found out?
They discharged me. Dishonorably. I had a few friends at the Bureau lie for me so Penderbrook would make me head of outside intelligence. I tried to make amends with Cynthia. Even offered her a job, but she wanted nothing to do with me. Can't say I blame her. I wanted to make sure I wouldn't put another agent in that kind of situation. That's why I moved everyone to phones. Everything was fine for the first couple of months. But then Horace started blackmailing me to stay in the field. You're the only person who knows this besides him. And I, hope we can keep it that way.
As far as I'm concerned, the past is in the past.
That means a lot. You know, I haven't actually worked with anyone I could trust since Cynthia. I promise this time I won't take that for granted.
So, how about you prove that by helping me finish this mission?
I wish I could, but the thing that happened with Cynthia isn't the reason I can't come down there. There's still the issue of my, medical condition. Cynthia was caught before she could get the cure. The project was shut down shortly after that.
Whatever it is, you seem pretty healthy.
That's only because I do a good job of hiding it.
What is it?
That's something I'd rather keep to myself, and coming down there would just bring it all out into the open. I realize this is going to hurt the mission, but I hope you can understand. I'll hurry back as fast as I can.
Wait, I think I already know. You're suffering from, androgenetic alopecia, more commonly known as male pattern baldness.
What? How dare you? In case you haven't realized, I have a full head of hair. A thick, perfectly maintained, lustrous head of hair.
Which will come flying right off the minute you use that zipline. I'm right, aren't I?
You know how long it takes to have another one of these made? 3 weeks! That's 3 weeks I'd have to call in sick to work. Penderbrook would have a fit.
You don't need to call in sick. Being bald is not that big a deal.
Not that big of a deal. This whole industry is based on perceptions. To convince a mark, you need to project an image of confidence. That's kind of hard to do when you're reflecting light.
You are more than your appearance.
Nice deflection.
Well, it's true. Isn't it time you stopped worrying about what other people think? You've been letting Horace walk all over you for years now. Once you start being honest, you'll take away all his power.
I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. You're Barney Turner. You run a huge department at one of the most successful automobile companies in the world. You don't need to cower in fear because...
Numi,
What?
stop talking.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm coming down.